Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your weekend. We also have your Boredom Busters coming up, but first, our top story. The superintendent of South Dakota's largest school district is stepping down next spring. Jane Stavum took over as superintendent in 2020. In a news conference on Friday, she said there isn't any one event that led her to the decision to leave.
At some point, you have to make that decision in your career when you get to this phase of if you're going to move on. And that was a really hard decision. And I'm doing it a little bit early. And, you know, it's the end of October, but I know it's a blink until we get to the holidays and second semester. And it's always nice when you can give a Board of Education just a good amount of time, because that's their biggest job, is hiring the superintendent.
Stavum's resignation will take effect at the end of the school year. The school board president says they'll begin the process of finding Stavum's successor in the coming months. South Dakota Native Americans are reacting to President Biden's public apology for Indian boarding schools. Biden took to the podium in Arizona Friday, saying an apology for the systemic abuse generations of indigenous children endured at the hands of the federal government is long overdue. The emotional and cultural harm from that U.S. policy is still being felt by many Native Americans.
You know, I don't know my language, and that's a direct impact because I'm a Takoja of grandparents, great-grandparents that went through federal Indian boarding schools.
The Rapid City-based NDN Collective says they appreciate Biden's apology, but that it will fall on deaf ears if there is no action to follow. Another diverging diamond interchange is now open to drivers in Sioux Falls. Officials cut the ribbon on Friday on the new interchange at Benson Road and I-229. Right now, one lane is open in each direction. The rest of the lanes will be opened up before the end of this year.
Traffic and commuting and infrastructure, our road infrastructure, is a big deal to our residents, and making sure that we have efficient interchanges and efficient traffic flow is very important.
This is the third open diverging diamond in the state. A longtime landmark at the Mary Jo Wagner Arboretum has been reduced to a pile of metal beams and concrete. An excavator tore down a decades-old pedestrian bridge that's slated to be replaced next spring. The bridge has been closed to foot traffic ever since the creek it spans flooded earlier this year. Smaller projects like this don't always capture the public's attention, but the new bridge is expected to greatly improve access to the west side of the Arboretum.
I think a lot of people like to focus on the high-profile projects, the big Jacobson Plazas or the big pool replacements, whatever it might be. But these are the sort of projects that keep our infrastructure up and running, and people that use the park system regularly really appreciate it.
The pedestrian bridge was located on the site of what was Main Avenue in the old quarry town of East Sioux Falls. The replacement bridge will span 90 feet and will be elevated to avoid future problems with flooding. Let's take our first look at the forecast now with meteorologist Adam Rutt in the Storm Center. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Perry, and good morning, everybody. It's a quiet start to your Saturday, at least in terms of a lack of active weather, but it is a bit on the breezy side, or at least it will be as we head later into the afternoon. For now, though, it's chilly. 29 with a view of the 10th Street overpass, downtown Sioux Falls there. 29 with, for now, not much of a breeze to speak of, but again, that's going to pick up as we head later into the day. From downtown, we'll head north to Aberdeen with a 26-degree reading this morning. South wind at just 3 miles per hour. We're in the 20s in Worthington at 28. 25, the cool spot this morning over in Iowa towards Spencer. 34 in Marshall. Huron, 40 Pierre, 38 Rapid City, 41 Spearfish and Custer, 46 one of the milder locations in Winter, as well as Mulbridge. Again, the wind in general not that big of an issue right now outside of Pine Ridge and then the central portion of South Dakota where it's in 10 to 15 mile per hour range. That is going to change as we head through the day, and also the quiet run of weather we've had is also going to change. We'll talk about all that coming up in your extended forecast.
All right, thank you very much, Adam. The Sioux Empire Kennel Club All-Breed Dog Show is taking place this weekend in Sioux Falls. The event is being held in the Expo Center of the W.H. Lyon Fairgrounds. Today's activities will include a Halloween costume contest.
Even if you don't have a dog and you want to come out Saturday night, usually about 3, 4 o'clock, for the Halloween costume contest. It is such an exciting event to watch these people parade their fully decked out dog and their costume. It's great.
The judging will take place all day long. There's also a Meet the Breed event where different dogs will be on display for 30-minute intervals. There will also be health screenings for your pet. You're invited to sail the spooky seas at the Butterfly House and Aquarium in Sioux Falls. Activities include a pirate-themed photo op until 4 p.m., create your own treasure map crafts until 2 p.m., plus a visit with the Little Mermaid from 11 to 2. The event is included with the cost of admission. Spooky science at the Washington Pavilion includes boo bubbles, gummy worm dissections, plus a free bag of Halloween treats. It's taking place from 10 to 5 in the Kirby Science Discovery Center. The cost is $15 for adults, $12.50 for children, and free for ages 2 and under. Grandma Lou's Hallow is a family-run outdoor haunt featuring interactive displays. It's located at 913 West 36th Street in Central Sioux Falls. The hours are 6 to 9 p.m. Admission is free. The J.C.'s Fairgrounds Haunted House is welcoming visitors up for a good scare at the W.H. Lyon Fairgrounds. This year's theme is Asylum at the Fairgrounds. The hours are 7 to 11:30 p.m. Tickets are $12 to $17. You can order tickets online to save $5. Fright Night at the Creepy Cage is an outdoor haunted house at Sioux Falls Stadium. The hours are 7 to 10 p.m. with a kid-friendly experience before 8 p.m. Tickets are $17 for adults, $12 for children, and you can save $2 by purchasing tickets online. Adam?
Overall, though, it's going to be a nice day to get outside if you have the chance to do so. We do have cloud cover, though, that's continuing to build in out to the west, but that's really the only blemish to an otherwise pretty nice start to the day out there. To the east, though, it's been clear, and in turn, it's been chillier as well. That combined with the calm breeze has allowed that temperature to drop well into the low 30s and even into the 20s in a couple of locations. That is all thanks to high pressure, which is going to maintain its grip for at least a little while longer, but that is going to change as we head later into the afternoon and evening. The clouds out west will then push eastward as we head later into the day and even into the evening for that matter. From there, the rest of the weekend is shaping up to be pretty quiet. Even Monday also on the quieter side, the milder side as well. But then we hit Tuesday. We've been keeping an eye on this for a little while now. It's our best chance for rain that we've seen in a little while. It starts out west, then moves eastward overnight into Wednesday. And yeah, you saw correctly, the higher elevations of the Black Hills could see some snow out of the deal. So that'll be another little wrinkle in this forecast that we continue to monitor as well. Fortunately, it looks like this gets out of here just in time for Halloween. So trick-or-treaters don't have to worry about any soggy weather, but it might be breezy and a little on the chilly side. So plan accordingly as we head toward Thursday and then even Friday, for that matter, the start of November. Overall, odds for above average temperatures do remain favored as we head into November, though the odds are not as high as they've been in previous days and weeks in October, a sign that we are trying to get more consistent, seasonable temperatures in place. We'll be on either side of 60 East River today. We'll be in the 60s and 70s, though, out to the west, with overnight low temperatures tonight in general in the mid-30s to low 40s, though former more likely up toward northwestern portions of South Dakota. Here's the rest of your 7-day forecast. We're warm through Tuesday in Sioux Falls, but then the bottom drops out on those temperatures from 70 to 51 Tuesday into Wednesday. Again, Halloween is looking dry, but you notice we stay in the 50s. But before we even get there, this weekend's looking nice. A little breezy, 61 today, 68 tomorrow. 62 today in Aberdeen, 67 tomorrow. Then you also have your rain developing later Tuesday into Wednesday, going from 72 on Monday to 48 on Wednesday. 52, though, as you head toward Halloween. For Pierre, also looking good through Monday, either side of 70 today through the start of next week. But then again, Tuesday into Wednesday, we cool off and we bring in that opportunity for rain. As we go to Rapid City, 70s and mid-70s at that this weekend. 67, though, on Monday with a good amount of sunshine, at first at least, but then the cloud cover increases later on. Rain likely Tuesday into Wednesday. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a couple of flakes mixed mixing in there overnight Tuesday. Notice that low of 29, but we dry out just in time for Halloween. Have a great day, everybody. For more on your local news, weather, and sports, you can always head on over to KELOLAND.com.